Welcome to Firearms of America. Today I'm back here at Shooters in Fort Myers, Florida. Very excited. And the reason why I'm excited is because I do have the comparison review of two Glocks. Can't go wrong with these. I have Glock 43 right here, and Glock 43X. Now this comparison review has been requested quite a few times on my channel. I've done a separate review of a Glock 43 and I've done a separate review of Glock 43X. And I do get a lot of questions. Which one is better? Which one should you buy? Well, let me save you some time and make it easier for yourself. Honestly, right now, these days, if you can find in your local gun store one of these, whether it is 43 or whether it is 43X, get it. It's gonna be a great buy. All right, so let's get into the review. Both of these are chambered in 9mm. Both of them do have a 3.4-inch barrel. And in fact, the dimensions, if you look at them this way, they are identical. As you can see, the slide is exactly the same length, the barrel is exactly the same length. The only main difference is in the frame. Now, both of these Glocks are the newer Slimline, from the newer Slimline, which is the very nice and thin. I do like it a lot. It's very easy to conceal carry, these Slimline Glocks. As you can see, they're very nice and thin. However, Glock 43, as you can see, the frame is even thinner and smaller. Now, with that, of course, you do have a lower capacity. Glock 43 comes with the 6 capacity magazine right here, as you can see, a small one, and this particular one has a pinky extension. And the Glock 43X comes with the 10 single stack capacity magazine right here. So you do have a little bit more capacity in the 43X, a little bit thicker grip, so technically it should be handling the recoil a little bit better, obviously more capacity, but you do sacrifice a little bit on the size. So let's do some shooting and we'll find out which one is better and which one is overall a better buy. And honestly, both of these, you can't go wrong with both of these, like I said in the beginning. But one of them might just be a little bit better for you. You never know. Let's find out which one it is. So I'll put 5 rounds in both of these. Now, loading these magazines, very easy. As you can see, this tiny little magazine right here is a 6 capacity for a Glock 43. It has a pink extension. And if you're buying a brand new one, you also do get some magazines without the pink extension. So you can utilize the as small of a size as you can. But the magazines are nicely numbered here at the back, so you know exactly how many rounds you have. Let's see, right now I have 4 and got the 5 in. Perfect. All right, and I'm gonna load this magazine right here. This is the 10 capacity magazine. A little bit easier to load, definitely, because the spring here is a little bit, wouldn't say loose, but a little bit lighter compared to the other one, which makes sense. In the smaller magazines, you're gonna have a little bit of a tighter spring. Definitely makes sense. So let me put on my protection, and we'll start with the Glock 43. Very small grip, as you can see, but with the pink extension, it does make it a little bit better. So let's see, I will try to hit that yellow circle in the middle. Surprisingly easy to rack. Honestly, I expected a little bit more resistance, but let's see, let's do some shooting. All right. All right, not bad. So let's do some 43X. Very easy to rack as well. Do some shooting. As always, Glock, not a single malfunction. Don't expect ever to jam this pistol right here. And personally never happened to me. That's why I like Glock. So overall, I have to say, great guns. Very easy to shoot, very easy to rack. Honestly, surprisingly, I expected a little bit more resistance, considering that the barrel is only 3.4 inch barrel. Definitely expected more resistance, but it's very easy to rack. The only difference whenever it comes to racking, as you can see, Glock 43, it only has serrations on the back, not on the front. However, Glock 43X does have serrations both at the back and in the front. Now obviously the main difference, of course, is in the frame. You do have much less frame, much less space, the area to grip in Glock 43 here, and the pink extension definitely helps. But overall, you still can, if you do practice enough with this, you still can have a good grip on this pistol and manage the recoil, because it's not too bad. Now this is a newer 5th generation from Glock, so I mean technically this is not a generation 5 because it's a whole new line that was added, but all of the features are from the generation 5 Glocks. So you do have your upgraded guide rod on both of these, as you can see. So the guide rod is a little bit heavier and does the job of handling recoil very well. Now the grip on the 43X, honestly for me, is ideal, perfect size. Definitely can have a proper grip on this pistol. Both of them do have the serrations at the front of the trigger guard, in case if you are this type of gripper. It helps play around with it. It definitely helps with, especially with the more compact guns like this 43 right here. But all the other features are standard. As you can see, your standard Glock sights on both of these pistols are exactly the same. You do have your mag release exactly the same on both of these. Works very well. Let's put some 5 more rounds through each, and we will talk about the trigger, and then we will try to come up with some reasonable conclusion and see which one is better buy for you. And that's of course if both of these, if you go to your local store, which is highly unlikely, let me tell you, but if you go to your local store and you see there is a Glock 43 and there is a Glock 43X, which one should you buy? Now honestly, if your local gun store has both, good on them. I mean, because right now these guys are really hard to find, really hard to get. So I recommend, you know, whatever kind of Glock you find, if you need a 9mm, get it, whatever it is. Glock 43, 43X, Glock 19, Glock 17, Glock 34, doesn't matter. Just get yourself one. All right, so let's do some shooting. This time I will start with Glock 43X and try to hit that orange on the top. We got our Glock 43. All right. And not a bad group for some more or less rapid firing. Not much of a rapid, but kind of. So overall, trigger, let me mention trigger here. Both of these feature the safe action trigger, the standard Glock trigger, and basically you have 24 of pull overall to fire the trigger. You have about 3.5mm of safe familiar travel, and then a crisp break. And the same exact trigger, same exact we have on the Glock 43, same familiar 3.5mm travel, and then crisp break. Great trigger, very good trigger. Not much to talk about here. Glocks, they always do a great job there. So to answer your question, which one, if you go to your local store and both of these are available there, both of them, 43 and 43X, which one you should get? Okay, so let me try to answer that question for you. If you are looking for as small as possible, if you are, for example, planning to conceal carry it on you, right? Like myself, somewhere, maybe an appendix carry, or maybe OWB, or IWB, not the OWB, BIWB, all right? There's so many WBs. But if that's what you're planning to do, if you want as small as possible and you don't mind sacrificing the capacity, go with the 43. I think it's a better choice for the concealed carry, because whenever it comes to concealed carry, you want as small, as thin, as comfortable to carry as possible, because I cannot tell you how many times I've seen people getting a gun that they like. It's a good gun, but it's a little bit on the bigger side. They carry it for a week and then they get tired of it and then they stop. All right, so you want to get yourself as small, as concealable as possible, so that you get used to carrying it, you don't get tired of it, it's not too heavy, it's not too bulky, and you're fine. All right, now, if you don't want to sacrifice the capacity and 6 is a little bit too small for you, especially if you're a lady and you have a purse, you're going to be carrying it in the purse and not in like a guy that's carrying it somewhere on his body. If you are carrying it in a purse, definitely go with the 43X, because why not? A little bit of more of the grip in the frame, not a big deal, you know, it's still very concealable, still will fit very nicely into pretty much any kind of purse out there. And you do have some 4 extra capacity, 4 extra rounds, having 10 rounds, definitely, you know, why not? If you can have that, why not? You're not really sacrificing that much on the weight, you're not really sacrificing that much on the size. And I mean, the same goes really for guys too, whoever is planning to carry it on them. Honestly, this 43X is not that bad. Obviously, definitely, you're gonna feel a little bit more bulkiness from it. Just the 4 extra rounds obviously gonna add to the weight, and the frame itself is a little bit thicker, and the grip itself is a little bit longer. So keep that in mind. Honestly, like I said, I would go, if you're planning it for concealed carry on you, I would definitely go with the 43. And if you're planning it to carry it in a purse or in your case or whatever, in the backpack, then definitely go with the 43X, because extra rounds and you don't really mind that much sacrificing the overall dimensions. So let me know in the comments below, guys, what do you think about this comparison review? Do you agree with the conclusion that I came up with? What do you think about these Glocks in general, 43, 43X? Which one would be your choice? If you have any requests for reviews, drop them in the comments below. If this was useful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. This was Firearms of America. I'll see you guys in the next video.